Peace and abundance to you. Welcome to your insight reading. The space is open. Thank you for your energy and your presence. Connecting to your heart's desire, that which you are manifesting. Acknowledging the universal consciousness that we are all connected to, that connects us all. These are powerful tarot spread. Opening with a major arcana, the Judgment card. 8 of Wands, fire energy, energy of your spirit. And the Knight of Wands, also fire energy, energy of your spirit. Your spirit and your connection to the spirit realm. With the Judgment opening the reading here, this is the energy and the message about things being fulfilled in your life. Your destiny, your purpose is being fulfilled in your life. It has already begun. It has already started. And the things that you are believing for. Healing is something that I'm hearing right now. Healing miracles, healing physical manifestation in the body, but also healing, emotional healing, generational, ancestral healing, healing legacy. It's a huge energy of healing that's taking place in your life. But also I'm hearing that if you are someone who identify as you are here in the earth, one of your purpose is to connect to, for the collective, channeling message, delivering message, being a leader in your community, in your circle. There's recognition that you are someone who knows exactly what you are talking about, and someone that almost feels like there's an energy that feels like people have been waiting for you in your circle. People have been waiting for you. You're the one they've been looking for. They cannot identify who or what exactly they're looking for, but they're recognizing your energy as you're the one that fits that spot, that place that they've been looking for. Eight of Wands, fire energy, energy of the spirit. Yeah. Just going back to with the Judgment opening the reading and all of these one spiritual energy, it's a spiritual reading is what I'm sensing here. It has to do really with your purpose, your calling. You might have already responded to the calling internally. You may need to respond to the calling because things are going to start speeding up as soon as you answer to that call. So if the call is something you've already responded to, even just internally, things are going to start speeding up for you. The work of the spirit and your connection to the universe is taking place right now. A lot of momentum. Things are picking up. If what you've been believing for has taken some time, you might have questioned delay, you might have questioned if it's even going to manifest, things are coming into motion now. Knight of Wands. Yeah, both of these are momentum, speed. You can't stop the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands as a combination. The Knight of Wands, things are, yeah, even if you take the metaphor of it, even if you take your feet off the gas pedal, or the other side of that metaphor, if you put your feet on the brake, you can't stop it. There are some things that are really old, like ancient, that has to come to pass. You might have been first, you might have been first in the legacy, first to acknowledge, resonate, really take I'm seeing a spoon here. There's humor, right? The spirit is so humorous. I love it. You might have been the first one to take the spoon. You might have been the first one to take that legacy forward. Acknowledge the calling in your life, the calling in your lineage. But there is a spiritual calling in your life, and you don't need to be perfect to accept the call, to take the call. You don't need to be so mature that you're lofty, your mind gets lofty and too high, because you need to be in partnership with the spirit here and what's being fulfilled in your life. There's a lot of fire. The heavens is opening up per se. The reading is not specific to a religion or theology or belief, but I'm using that's what came through. So I'm using a metaphor, a statement, because it's big, because it's huge, it's monumental, that the heavens are opening up. Like, if you felt unseen, you're not unseen. King of Swords, Ace of Swords. These are air energy of the mental plane, the mind, intellect, information, connection, communication. So with all of this, if you're hearing this for the first time, or if you are resonating and you are answering the call, that connection is going to be strengthened for you. The right people, the right information, the right communication, right place, right time, right now. That's all going to flow in. So for a moment here, I'm seeing also, like, we have the Knight and then the King, fire and air, both masculine energy, but there is progression here. So you're progressing to the next phase is what I'm hearing. You're progressing to the next stage. At the same time, this can feel like a new beginning, something new with the Ace of Swords. Something new is taking place. But it is all started with the Judgment opening this child message for you. Like you are ready to move forward. You are ready to move forward. You're ready to fulfill. You have to answer the call. yourself, but it feels to me here that you're ready to answer the call. You're ready to connect. You're ready to live your life differently than what you've been living your life as. Because this is a huge change. It comes with responsibility. It comes with humility, but not the energy that is false humility. You do have to be assertive with this kind of call. So thinking that you're not worthy is not going to move you forward. So, but the humility, that part of humility that's probably not shared much, is accepting that you are enough, that you can do this. So there is decisiveness here with the Ace of Swords, King of Swords, decisiveness, assertiveness, confidence with all the fire energy. But you're not doing this alone. You're not being handed a role and go fulfill it and then you get your paycheck after that. It is not like that. The work of the spirit is different. It is partnership. It's not slavery. This might hit hard to some of you. It's not slavery. It is partnership. And with the imagery being used in this particular deck of illustration, the deck actually is Tarot of the Divine. So there is synchronicity there. But we have a child here, the image of someone young in the Knight of Wands. So there's no age in the spirit, and maturity and mastery really comes with partnership. You can say equal, but it's not 50-50. You can't measure this partnership in a way human would perceive how to measure partnership. Let's pull Sacred Destiny Oracle. Miracles. The opening says something about miracles, right? If you're believing for miracles, there's a confirmation. I love using Oracle for confirmation. I don't interpret it much. Openness. Feels like the field is open. The spirit is open. Your heart is open. The invitation is open. I just saw 1333, but I just saw all these threes. So I'm hearing the divine, the divinity of your partnership with the universe, with the spirit, and the divinity of this calling in your life. Peace and abundance to you. This is your reading.
I can't help but think that it's meant to be, that I'm finally right where I'm supposed to. If I let you into the secret, would you listen? I can hear